Hello. I'm just setting it up. How do I take... For some reason the live stream loves to be white on black, which I absolutely hate for my eyes. I can't read white on black. I needed black and white, but it's automatically like that, which is a nightmare. Let me just see if I can change it. I might just have to... Hold on, I'm going to pop out the chat via the internet and have that live. How do I see my live? Hold on. There we go. Pop out chat. Nope. Let me just click it. View on YouTube. Right. Pop out. There we go. Pop out chat. That's better. I can see the actual chat now. There we go. Much better. Can see what's going on. Hey James, Cloudy Cloud, got Lamb, Diamond, Charlie. How is my audio? Is it alright? I'm not clipping too much. Hey Benny. Dale, sunny Florida. Oh. Sun. So, I'm going to be doing your makeup today. I hope you're ready. I'm going to be doing my makeup as well because I've got no makeup on. Not a jot of makeup. So I thought I could do my makeup and your makeup as well. And then, if there's still time, I'll do a little bit of ASMR. Audio's fine. Brilliant. Let me just whack it up for me. Okay. Thank you. I've got no eyelashes though. Like, I'm missing eyelashes. My makeup's already done. Just wait until I'm finished with you, James. Just you wait. Hey, Sassy, right. Let me just pin my hair. Miss Poppy is fast asleep. Let me see if I can show you her. Can you see her past? Hold on. Can you see her past my stuff? She's fast asleep over there on her bed. She's flat out from a day of being my shadow. Like constantly following me. I see eyelashes, they're very, very, very faint. Very faint. Okay. Right, so what we're going to start off with is some cream. Let me just make sure these are, don't want them too in the way. Gonna get you some cream to put on your face. Hold on. That's what I want. So, the cream we're going to go with is CeraVe moisturising, facial moisturising lotion. This is it. This is a very popular one at the moment. Very popular. It comes with 3 essential ceramides, niacinamide and hyaluronic acid, and it's for normal to dry skin. Fragrance free and non-comedogenic. Non-comedogenic basically means that it doesn't clog your pores. There is a website that you can actually type in your product or type in specific items and it will tell you exactly if it's good or bad. Hey everyone. So this one comes with like a little, it's like a little squeezy tube almost. Hold on. Hold your horses. Got a plan. Oh, that's why Christian was in here earlier on using my computer. Oh, it's my cup of tea. He was using my computer to record his thing, and everything's a bit different. Things are just in different places. Make sure my phone's on mute. Yes, it is. That was from my nap earlier on. Hey, Hannah. Okay. Just leave that there. Hold on. I'm trying to get my wires in a decent place. There. So this is the can't see this rainbow. Just move. April strimmer right there. Never know what I'm doing. Never know what I'm doing. There we go. Right. So I'm just gonna rub this in. Oh, it's just had a chance to warm up a little bit on my face there. And it's made it so much nicer to put on. Now, I'm going to put this under my eye, but I'm going to make sure I use my ring finger because the skin is obviously very delicate. I don't want to be tugging my skin like that. Reminds me of getting ready for a night out before lockdown. I remember that. Remember when we could go out? When we could go out to pubs and clubs? Remember when I had a job and I worked? I don't. It's been a long time. I've been furloughed from my job for 12.5 months now. I miss it. I miss my job. Back one day though, back one day. I'm just going to put a little bit more of this on. And then going to get some on your face. Just put a little bit on my forehead. I'm currently on holiday from work. Oh. Has everyone got their Easter eggs? I haven't. I don't think I'm getting an Easter egg this year. Easter kind of snuck up on me a little bit. I was looking at Percy Pig Easter eggs and then all of a sudden it's Easter on Sunday and I haven't got my Percy Pig egg. But to be fair, Percy Pig Easter egg's like £10. And when you break it down, how much chocolate is actually in a Percy Pig Easter egg? It's nowhere near worth £10. I must be going out of my mind. I am so unbelievably grateful that I have YouTube and Twitch. So obviously YouTube, you know what YouTube is, you're on it right now. I upload my videos on YouTube, but I stream. So what I'm doing right now, I do that on Twitch 3 times a week. And my God, I'm grateful for that. Like, hey Kieran. So I am so unbelievably grateful that I have my YouTube to make videos and upload and Twitch to stream on, because I would have gone out of my mind. I still would love to go back to my job. I'm very much looking forward to starting to book comedians and run shows and things, but can't rush it. Hey Sarah, yes, I'm doing a stream on YouTube. Very unusual. Usually I do streams on Twitch, but I didn't upload anything on YouTube this week. I uploaded nothing. So I was like, maybe I should show my face. Okay, so we're just going to put a bit of this cream onto your face. Been working from home over here now, but blessed I still have a job. Yeah, there's a lot of people in worse scenarios, isn't there? So I've got some cream there for you to get this on your face. Just turn your ears up so you can actually hear it. How's that feel? Just want to put a bit of cream on my own hands, are a bit dry. Any new biscuit finds? Yes, I've got a new biscuit of Britain. It's been difficult to film recently. During the day there's been a lot going on where I live, so I've not been able to really film at all during the day, and have not been well, so by the time night time comes I am in bed. So it's been rare that I've been able to actually get filming done. But yes, I have a new biscuit. I'm very excited to try it. Start listening to podcasts and watching more ASMR. I'm very into podcasts. There's a one that I listen to by Dr. Rangan Chatterjee. I'm very into like self-improvement, both mentally, physically. So I'm reading and watching. Reading? Who am I kidding? I'm not reading at all. That's what a lie. I'm listening to and watching a lot of stuff on Buddhism. Very into Buddhism. Just the principles around it, and mindfulness, meditation. And I watched something today. It was a Red Table Talk with Will Smith. It was the one that Will Smith asked about, and it was about how food is medicine. So yesterday I went out and bought a ridiculous amount of fruit and veg, prepped it all, washed it, put it in little Tupperwares in my fridge, so that when I go to my pantry, rather than reaching for some biscuits, I might reach for a handful of raspberries and eat some raspberries, or, you know, make better choices, healthier choices. Do you remember viewers? Like, when you see their names, do you think they're here all the time? Yes, it's a little bit harder on YouTube because YouTube, and this is why I love live streaming so much. So on my Twitch streams, I stream 3 times a week. So I talk to people 3 times a week on my Twitch stream, and I talk to them constantly during the stream. So for 3 hours, 3 times a week, I am having backwards and forwards conversations with people. So not only do I remember their username, I remember their actual name. Like, so totally TheASMR's Bernie. Bernie's been a friend for a long time now. He's an amazing mod. Tottenham Blade, who's just come in, is Glenn. Chat to Glenn a lot. Rabsy Nesbitt is James. So these people are like genuinely my friends. I know it sounds cliche, but they're my friends. And I'm like, hey, how are you? Like, I know they've been going through some stuff. So I'm like, you know, how are you coping? And with YouTube, it's a little bit harder because there's not that constant back and forward. So if I put a video out and someone leaves a comment, quite often I recognise their usernames and I'll comment back. But with Twitch, it's like a full-on, it's just like spending time with my mates, really, 3 times a week. I love it. But yeah, I do remember people's usernames. Hey Osbeach, how are you? Your skin looks so lovely, so fresh. You got this. How am I glowing at 22? Well, for starters, I don't wear makeup because I don't go anywhere. I wear makeup for my streams, but I don't wear makeup any other time. My skin hasn't been glowing. It's been horrendous. You can see like I've got a little spot there and one there. My skin has been horrific for months now. Like, if you look at some of my latest YouTube videos, you can see giant marks, like scabs or spots. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome. Someone's just subbed to me on YouTube. That's what that thing was for. So, yeah, it's been bad. My skin's been really bad. But I've been drinking a lot of water. I can't stress enough how much water is important for you. I know I'm drinking a cup of tea, but this is only like my 2nd cup of tea of the day, which is a rarity. And it's decaffeinated as well. I do have my bottle of water here that I have water in all of the time. So hey Celestial, how are you? It's nice to see you here. So there's a couple of people here now who are on Twitch quite often. Oh, Hizzle. So Laura again. Oh, I know Laura is Oh Hizzle. Laura, I'm sorry. I haven't sent it off yet. So I make these for people on my Twitch. I feel like I'm just doing this just to promote Twitch. I'm not. But when people watch me on Twitch, they can redeem points, and then I make things for them, and then I keep them in the house and never post them out. I will next week, I promise. I just haven't got around to it. I had to stop binge watching Interior Design Masters. I'll be lurking and working. Thank you for the lurk, Glenn. I will be doing your makeup in a second. Internet friends. I messaged you on Instagram before about the Too Good To Go app. So nice to have a chat live. Yeah, so I chat a lot on Instagram. Twitter, not so hot on. Instagram, you may be one of the unfortunate people who sent me a message and who gets a 15-minute voice recording back. I'm terrible for that. Like, someone will send me a message and I can't type, I hate typing. I would rather just talk. Fancy that. So I'm like, blah, 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 and then I end up sending like 15-20 minutes worth of stuff back. Thank you for the subscription, Kale Week. Let me just bring this up. Oh, it's not coming up. It's a bit slow, that's why. You don't get any younger, unfortunately. No, you do not. Thank you for answering my question. You're welcome. I need Twitch. I come to all your live streams and genuinely feel. Oh, hold on. We're moving. What do you want to do? You're just going to stand there. What are you doing? She doesn't know. She's contemplating life. She's just getting a drink. Jeez Louise, go easy, dog. I know. Oh, was that a nice big drink? Was that a nice big drink? Was it? Did you have nice big drinks? Yeah. Don't worry, I'm not going to pick you up. Just like you haven't any biscuits, so I don't want any. Oh, you're going to lie on the floor? Huh? You're going to lie on the floor? Huh? No, she doesn't want it. What? Mummy's not got any biscuits for you? I've got no biscuits for you. You naughty daddy downstairs. You naughty daddy downstairs. I know, don't take the cream off my hand. Go on, off you go wherever you want to go. Sorry, let me catch up on chat. I generally feel like I know you in some way, especially how I've watched all your videos since I was 16. Oh my god, that makes me feel old. What? Can you come up? What do you want to do? You want to stretch? Just want to stretch. Yeah? Gonna have a little drink out of it, James. That's what my cup's for. Hey, Danielle. Oh, great. What? What do you want? Little tippy tappies. Little tippy tappies. Come on. Come on. Say hello. Oh, it's a good girl. Tickle my belly. Tickle my belly, mother. There's nothing here for you. There's no biscuits. Just gonna say hello and go. Go see Daddy downstairs. Go on. Go see Daddy downstairs. Good girl. Hey Abby. I love when you send me a voice message. Yeah, Bernie, it was a bit windy when I sent you those messages the other day. Oh, sorry, just itchy there. Oh, I'm just catching up. I'm behind. Hey, rolling ball and ball. Oh my god, it's like Twitch. Everyone's here. I'm lost without my Twitch shortcuts. Hey you, Mortimer, you here? hold on, the bedroom door's open. It's fine, it's fine. Christian's in bed. He said he was going downstairs to watch TV, and I was saying to him, climb into bed with your laptop and watch Peaky Blinders in bed. I was like, because you know you're going to fall asleep downstairs on the couch, and when I finish my stream, you're going to be asleep. So the bedroom door's open. She's just jumped onto the bed to spend some time with Christian. Let me just catch up on chat. I got the cat. You should sell them on Etsy. I should. I've got a big long list of them that I'm making for my Twitch, to be honest, so I'm a bit behind. When I'm feeling like a special bubbles to pick or do. I really wanted a poppy emote. Yeah, we can't have any emotes on here. Hey, Patrick. Thank you. I feel naked though without my eyelashes. I feel like really naked. I spend more time with you guys and my real life friends. Yeah, absolutely. Same here. Okay, let's get some makeup on. So this is how I store my makeup. In old jam jars. This is how my makeup lives. These are just jam jars with the labels taken off, and I've got makeup in there and brushes in there. And then anything that doesn't fit in there, I've got in this glamorous Gabby bag, which is God knows how many years old, but it does the job. Thank you. It's a bit tight a little bit when I'm like if I'm moving my arm forward, but it looks dead pretty, which is why I put it on. I've been watching your videos for years. This is the first time I've ever caught you live. Well, welcome. If you want to see more live, I do stream on Twitch as well. Hashtag not an ad, not a spawn. Do the same with pens and pickle jars. It just makes sense, doesn't it? It just makes sense. So we're going to use, they do look like Bon Marmon, but they're not. They are just Aldi's own raspberry jam. So we're going to go with this brush, which is, if anyone knows anything about brushes, Zoeva. It's a Zoeva Concealer Buffer, 142. Don't know what that means, just what it is. Do you feel more naked without your phone or without your makeup? Oh, phone, definitely. I feel naked without my phone. Makeup, you want to see the state of me when I go like shopping to Aldi or on a dog walk. Although I do sometimes go on a dog walk without my phone. So I can leave my phone behind, you know, I don't need it attached to me at all times. I do like to be able to just leave it and not have it with me at all times, but yeah, I'm not a huge makeup person. I don't have foundation, I don't wear foundation, which you will find out in a second. So we've got some concealer here. So I'm just going to put this on here and we're going to dot it. I can't even see what I'm doing. See on my face. going to dot it on my nose there. I've got a little spot there, a little one there, and then I like to just put it down the sides of my nose, just to lighten the sides of my nose. We don't have an Aldi in the Isle of Man already. I love Aldi. Well, it's where I shop. I wouldn't say I love it. I love Marks and Spencer's. That's where I love Marksies. Just blend this in. Now I don't really have bags, very bad bags to be honest. It could just be the lighting. But I'm pretty okay, but I will just put a tiny bit either side to lighten them. I'm surprised I don't have bags because I didn't get to sleep till 4 AM last night because I was in so much pain. And I did, and this is a question I actually asked Christian this morning because I thought it was just me. Normally I am a nose breather. I've got no problems with my nose. I can breathe quite happily through my nose. So usually on a night I will breathe with my mouth closed, with my nose. When my nose is blocked, I breathe through my mouth. When I breathe through my mouth, I wake up and my tongue is bone dry. And this is a new thing for me. I've never done this until like maybe the last 2 years, but I remember waking up and I was like, oh my god, like why can't I move my tongue? And I put my finger in my mouth and touched my tongue, and my tongue was completely dry. And I was like, oh my god, I can't move it. And I had to get the water beside my bed, have a drink of water, move my tongue around, and then go back to sleep. And last night that happened like 4 or 5 times. And I said to Christian, does that ever happen to you? He's like, yeah, all the time. But it's only because basically I'm just breathing. I'm just drying my tongue out with the breathing. But it's only when my nose is a little bit blocked, and yesterday it was just a little bit blocked. I only get worried about forgetting my phone when I'm en route with my car and I want to pick anyone up. Pay your parking ticket, yeah, I know that, Bernie. It's handy to have it. Sometimes I forget my card, so it's handy to have my phone. We only just got a Tesco crab break. Oh, but I bet it's so lovely there, lovely and quaint. We have a Marksies. Oh, I do love Marksies, honestly. I drool all over. I'm not a drooler. Not really. There have been occasions when I wake up and I'm like, ugh. But I'm really not a drooler in bed. But my nose is plugged up. Is your throat hurting? No, it's not hurting. Maybe you begin to snore. No, it's got nothing to do with my throat being sore or snoring. It's just sometimes my nose is a little blocked up every now and again. And obviously I can't breathe through my nose, so I breathe through my mouth. But I don't snore. It's very rare that I do, and if I do, it's a very gentle kind of, like a cat purr. Christian always lets me know if I do, and he doesn't snore either. Neither of us snore, which is just as well, because snoring gives me misophonia. ASMR gives people misophonia, funnily enough, but snoring gives me like really serious misophonia, and it makes me, I can't describe it, it makes me so angry. Like it's like a switch is flipped in me and I'm like, you're snoring. I can't stand having to hear someone's, like during the day, during the day, you know, if it's on a movie or something, but if I'm in a bedroom with someone who's snoring, I want to punch them in the face. And I can't, when I go on holiday with my mum, we can't share a room. My mum, love her to bits, but my goodness, does she snore. Like, she snores. And I remember me and my mum and my brother went to Belgium maybe 7 years ago, and we all shared a room. Me and my mum had a double, my brother had a single, and my brother was awake in the middle of the night and he's like, Charlotte, how do you stop? Because he'd never really shared a room with her, and I was like, you just gotta jab her with your elbow. And I knew, so I'd taken earplugs. It wasn't too bad, but I can't share a room with my mum because the snoring's just so loud and constant. I get that when I have a kebab with garlic sauce. Garlic sauce is terrible for dehydrating you. I get a super dry mouth if ever I smoke weed. It's so bad, it actually puts me off doing it. Really? I wonder why. I get dry mouth so bad when smoking. Oh, so it seems like a common thing then. James gets it as well. Misophonia is where a certain sound elicits a negative emotion. So like when ASMR, that may elicit tingles in people. They might be like, oh my god, that's amazing. Misophonia is when that triggers a negative emotion in you. It's not just a sound you dislike, it actually it makes you like angry, or it's like, oh, I can't listen to it. It's like a very extreme dislike. Eating's very common, very, very common. Very confused why you're doing a full face of makeup at 11. We're going clubbing, Olivia. Well, we are, if I manage to do some makeup. So I can see you've got some spots. A couple. So I'm just going to dot this onto the areas where you've got pimples, okay? Sometimes it can be generalised, so almost all sounds are intolerable. Oh, my partner's terrible. The noises makes me want to smother him. I couldn't sleep in the same room as someone who snores. I just can't. Okay, right. So we're just going to pop a bit of concealer on the areas where you've got a little pimple. Okay. Michael, you've just woken up. You should be just going to bed, Michael. 11:15. Or have you just woken up because you're going clubbing? You're coming clubbing. Okay, I think we're good there. Why does everyone think I look so beautiful without makeup? Is that because I put makeup on so badly? Everyone's like, oh, thank God for that, she's got no makeup on. I didn't know how to tell her she can't put makeup on. No one has mentioned my eyebrows yet though, so that's good. It's a plus. Lockdown has lasted so long that I actually forgot people went out of the house past 8 PM. I went out the other night. I went to my friend's house. I mean, lockdown rules have been eased off over here, and her kids are back at school. But she was like, do you want to come over for a takeaway and some cocktails? She was like, my mum's got the kids. Do you want to come over? And I was like, yes. So, my best friend, I got my best friend, well, me and Christian hooked my best friend and his best friend up. So I went to my best friend's house, and her partner came over here, and they watched the footy and some fighting, and they had a takeaway. And oh my god, it was so nice to be in somebody's house, in a different house, talking. Like, we didn't hug or anything. Went in, like, had a meal. I didn't actually have any cocktails because I was driving, plus I don't like drinking. I don't like drinking if I'm not out drinking. I'm not a house drinker. I don't know if anybody else has sensitivities to things, but I'm very sensitive to caffeine. Honestly, I'm like some sort of pathetic flower. Can't do anything, but I'm caffeine sensitive, which I learned about, I think, 9 years ago. Like, I'd have a cup of tea in the morning and I was like from tea, a cup of tea, and I was like, oh, I'm so, and it was the caffeine. I'm caffeine sensitive, and I'm alcohol sensitive, which, if I'm out in a pub or a cocktail bar with, you know, in the drinking environment, that's fine. But if I'm at home, sitting on the couch, trying to chill out, watching the TV, that doesn't happen. I don't sit and watch TV. But let's say I'm at home, having a nice meal, drinking alcohol, does the exact opposite. Does not relax me at all. It makes me anxious and shaky. It actually speeds my heart rate up. Alcohol, within like minutes of drinking alcohol, it speeds my heart rate up. When I'm in a pub, it's totally fine. But when I'm in the house eating dinner, I don't want my heart rate sped up. So yeah, I can't drink alcohol while I'm in the house, which, to be honest, isn't really a great shame because I'm not a big drinker anyway. I think we're done there. Let me just... My wife snores like a hippo. Yeah, how does a hippo snore, Glenn? Your face is your best feature. Consider putting your face in more videos. Yeah, will do. Oh, someone left me a comment as well. Where was it? They put, I used to see you commenting on all the other ASMR video producers. You should start doing it again. I think it would really get your subscriber numbers back up and introduce new fans to you. The reason I don't do that is because I just don't have time. I just don't have time to watch. Years ago I had time to watch videos. I just don't have time anymore. When I do watch a video, I'll leave a comment, but I'm just so busy. But every time I upload a YouTube video, I lose subscribers. And it's like, maybe I should not upload. So, like, hold on. Reach. Audience. I shit you not, right? These are my analytics. I uploaded my unboxing video from Aaron, lost 3 subs. I uploaded my You're a Model roleplay, gained 1 sub. Then the next day I gained 13 subs. Uploaded Daisy Flowers, lost 21. Then all the other days I gained subs. Uploaded Game and Store roleplay, lost 13 subs. Next couple of days gained, uploaded my spring clean and lost 2 subs. Every time I upload, I'm losing subs. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to win here. I don't know how to win. It's not like a tractor when I sleep. Oh, I'm catching up. So angry most of the times. Maybe sensitivities go hand in hand. Could be. Yeah, actually could be. I'm drinking caffeine right now. Speaking of TV, did you see the news on Bridgerton? No, what news? I don't watch TV, and that's not an exaggeration. I do not watch television. I watch Netflix on my phone. That's all I watch. Twitch, Netflix and YouTube. I don't turn the TV on. I don't know how to get the TV channels on. Oh my god, what's wrong with Bridgerton? What's happening? Don't say it's something bad. Sometimes a nail spray helps me openly again. Okay. I think the viewer numbers are going to plummet. I wonder if the face guy is watching. Daisy is such Marmite. Yeah. Daisy is that kind of... Most people love her, but then there's people who just aren't into her. But that's fine. Hello everyone. I posted on Discord about Bridgerton. The actor who played the Duke will not be there next season. Then what's the point in watching it? Like Reggae Jean Page. Kind of the reason I was watching it. I mean, I understand because it won't be each series of Bridgerton isn't focused on them. It's focused on the story of the other guys. But surely they'll still want the original cast there. Oh god, no. The viewing figures up. I'll still watch it, but it's very sad. I think I'm like that with alcohol. So this is some bronzer. This is Collection Bronze Glow, Ultimate Collection Bronze Glow, and this is in Sunkissed. Now this, I don't usually buy expensive makeup, but I got this from I think it was Wilko's, and it was about £3.99 for this. So I did splash out on a bronzer. Unfortunately, it's your skin colour as well. Your first ever upload didn't show your face. I don't know what the guy's problem is. I don't know. I put a video up last week of me washing dishes and someone was like, your best feature is your face. Can you, what did he say? It was so funny. Hold on. Take that off. Oh, I can't find them. There's so many. There's too many comments. Yeah, there's too many comments to find it. But basically there was a like, maybe think about putting your face in your future videos, and I'm like, it's just one video though. he might have been like, he may be getting job offers left, right and centre, and he doesn't want to be tied down to Bridgerton where he's not really going to have a main part. So I can understand that. He played the main role in Bridgerton, and now the story focuses around other people. He's not going to want to stay as if that, is he? Collection makeup is so much better than you'd think. Hey, how are you, ASMR Planet? Just showing off my collection. We're doing a makeup roleplay because I haven't uploaded in a week. Another victim. I didn't even notice that you said that. Hey, sorry, I didn't even see that you'd come in. I saw that about the Duke. I thought he would still exist. Hopefully he will. Hopefully he will, I think. Yeah, another victim of my Instagram voice messages. She'd put something up. Sorry, is it Sophie? Is it Sophie? I want to say Sophie. I'd put something up on Instagram about like dietary stuff. So I sent her a message, and then it was like, hey, I'll just send you loads of voice messages now. But fortunately, Sophie likes voice messages if it is Sophie. This is a Wilko brush actually, and it is super soft, like so unbelievably soft. It's lovely. It's really lovely. I had to make a second YouTube account to come on those live streams because I didn't want to use my real name. So that comment, yeah, can you consider putting your face in, you know how you've put your face in every single video ever and you've just done one without your face? Can you consider putting your, and I'm like, but the video is already up. What do you want me to do? The video has already been recorded and released and it's up, and I can't go back in time and redo it. Remember when I told you that your best feature was your humour and everyone ripped me apart? Jordan! Hey! Oh, you're all here. The whole gang's here. It's actually the character that's not in it, or is it just Reggie who's left the lead role? Surely they can't replace Reggie on Page. They can't. You're very chilled. Oh, good. Where's Daisy? Daisy still lives in South Korea. That's where she lives. Sophie. God, Sophie. I'm terrible with names. It's taken me a long time to remember everyone's name. I got yours quite early on, actually. Okay, so we're just going to... Who or what inspired you to do ASMR? So nobody inspired me. It wasn't like I saw somebody and thought, I want to do it like them. I already made videos at the time. I've got an old vlog channel. It's all private. You can't see videos from it. But I already made like little vlog videos because I did that at uni. And then when I discovered ASMR, I just thought it was the perfect opportunity to... have like a creative outlet, another creative outlet, and making these videos that I absolutely loved. was Maria. Maria was the first official ASMR video I watched, but I used to watch a lot of Lita Massage. I used to watch a lot of her videos. I can't check the other messages yet as I'm on a video call on my phone, so I can't check until tomorrow. That's fine. If you like, I always think people think, oh, should I reply straight away? But I'm like, if you want to listen to them and like forget about it and then reply in a week, I'm cool with that. I've got Christian's cousin who lives in Australia, and that's what we do. She'll send me a load of video messages, then I'll watch them and then reply. I tend to reply straight away, otherwise I'll forget. But people will watch them, wait a week and then reply, and I'm fine with that. I'm not going to be like, oh, being ignored. Okay, now we have got Rimmel. This is Maxi Blush, Powder Blush, Far Jour Poudre. My French is impeccable, I know. Studied it for 5 years at school, so I'm pretty fluent in it. And this one's called Third Base, but it's number 1. Eyebrows are your best feature, and then nostrils. We've got no nostril cam on here. No nostril cam. Yeah, it's a very different vibe here from Twitch. We've got no emotes. LOL doesn't mean anything. I know what it means though. Hey Victor. Sometimes you mention Lita, yeah. Do I mention? I wouldn't say they're my inspiration to make them, but they were who I discovered it from. But my inspiration to do the videos was just because I like making videos. I like crafts and being creative, and but I think when people say, what was it that made you start? I was like, that's how I discovered it. Can't been that many years around. There wasn't. There was Maria, Heather, Gentle Whispering, Ali, Jen, Visual Sounds, Pig's Bum, Chloe, UK ASMR, Fred, Emma Whispers Red. I'm going to be forgetting so many people. Venny Velupez. I think Olivia Kispers. The other girl I met. Tom made some stuff. So yeah, it was a much smaller community when I started. Much smaller. Lita was my gateway drug. Oh, Lita was magic, absolutely magic. She was so good. Called Whisper videos. The video looked at me like I'd lost my mind. They just don't have it. They're jealous because they don't have it. That's all. How often do you stream on Twitch? I stream 3 days a week. So I do gaming ASMR, which apparently is quite niche. I've had a few people get in touch with me because they're trying to find gaming ASMR artists, but it's really not that common. But I play Minecraft in ASMR style on a Sunday and Monday, and then on a Wednesday I do this kind of thing. I've got my 3DO, and I do the classic ASMR streams. I do 3 days a week, and I do like 4 in the afternoon, 4 till 7. Okay, you ready for some blusher? Like most of the ASMR videos, my favourite is Study With Me Roleplay. Oh yes, the one where I eat the nuts. Southern sounds. Oh, I love Southern Sounds. Southern Sounds is amazing at going into like, it's very noisy, at going into like shops and just tidying up. Oh, I can watch her videos for hours. Like she just tidies a little box up in her accent. I love her accent. Okay, I'm just gonna get some blusher on those cheeks of yours. Just to highlight the cheeks. Lovely. Did anyone else love Soft Anna? I'm not really familiar with Soft Anna. I probably would know her face. I haven't heard of Pig's Bum in ages. She does still make videos actually. She was gone a while, but she still does videos. Sound Sculptors was my first ever. Oh my god, yes, I remember them. Hey Joseph. Minecraft. I used to do homework with videos. In bed right now. Pages, socks, silk hair bonnet, and just relaxing TheASMRAngel. Oh, you sound very fancy. You got your pages, your socks, the silky hair bonnet. I crawl into bed with a scratty old t-shirt. A t-shirt that I can't wear outside anymore. And like crawl into bed and you're all like in a lovely bed outfit. Please be quiet. Just be quiet. I'm not even good at some while you're not doing any more. What? I don't know. I don't know what that sentence means, but could you restructure it and rewrite it for me? Because I don't actually understand what it means. No, you're not going to bed. We're getting ready to go out. Okay, we're going to do some eyebrows now. Hey Maverick. I don't. Why do people come to a stream and be like, this is shit, just stop? Like, why don't you just leave? If you're not enjoying it, like, just go. You don't go and watch a movie, do you? And if you don't like the movie, you stand up and tell the projectionist, just turn it off. Just stop the whole movie. Like, because other people are watching it. If you don't like a movie, you just get up and walk out. I'm trying to think if there's ever a movie I have walked out. There was one where it was that bad, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, I wish I could remember. But hey Liam, like, feel free to not watch me. That's an option. And just in case you didn't know, if you're not enjoying the stream, there is an option to leave. I love a good pair of M&S pages. Do you know I don't own any proper pages? I don't own a single pair of pyjamas. This is my first time meeting your channel. Well, welcome. Welcome. Are you going anywhere, doing anything after you've done your makeup? Yeah, in the shower. Going in the shower and going to bed. This is just for you. This is like specifically for you guys. I'm not doing my makeup anywhere. It's 20 minutes to midnight right now. This is not for me. This is 100% for you. Trolls gonna troll. Yeah, they do, don't they? Maybe it's mad about the lack of eyebrows. I'm getting round to that, Rolling. I'm gonna fix them. Diego, I have seen your 15 messages about eyelashes. I will be getting round to my eyelashes, but unless you put makeup on, you will not know that you can't just do your eyelashes straight away. So I will be doing them. Thank you. I walked out of Dunker because I started to have a panic attack. Oh, really? Loving the sass. Oh, honestly, Sophie, like, I just haven't got time for it anymore. I don't understand. If you don't like something, leave. Oh, like, just, when people watch my channel, I don't like this. That's fine. Like, stop. Don't watch it. You don't have to watch it. I'm not forcing you. Right, so my eyebrows, as you can see, there's an eyebrow here, then there's this complete area here that's sparse. Now you can't see this on the camera, but there is eyebrow hair there. You can't really see it though. So, this is because I plucked my eyebrows in the early 2000s when it was fashionable to have skinny eyebrows, and they never grew back. They never grew back. Hey gamer girl, I just bought my first pyjama set on as an adult. I need to get myself some. I was going to be impressed with how beautiful your face looks. I'll keep in mind when I'm watching Dunkirk, because I will get around to watching it eventually. I walked out of Cats. I can't remember what it was. It was just so awful, and I was like, it was a sequel. It was a sequel to something. Oh, it was like a Scream movie. Oh, that was what it was. So you know, like the spoof Scream movies, there was a one where Jack Sparrow was in it, and it was a spoof horror movie type thing, and it was so bad. I think we left halfway through. It was horrendous. Keep it going. I'm a night owl. Yeah, I'm a night owl. Absolutely. I'd love to be a morning person, but I'm just not. And if there's one thing I've learned over the years, don't try and fight against it. If you're a night owl, just go with it. Go with it. Evening, everyone. You look very young without makeup. Oh, I'm about to age myself then. Everyone regrets at least one fad. Yes, but mine's permanent. Mine's permanent. My eyebrow mistake is permanently etched on my face now. There's nothing I can do. Hold on. There we go, that's better. Scary franchise movie or disaster movie? I think it might be disaster movie. They're supposed to be bad. No, they're supposed to be spoof. They're meant to be entertaining. They're meant to be an entertainment. but this wasn't entertaining. It was spoof, but it was horrendous. It was absolutely horrendous. Right, so this is the eyeliner, the eyebrow pencil I'm using is number 7, beautiful eyebrow sculpting pencil. And the thing I love about number 7 is you never ever pay full price for number 7 ever. Even if you go into Boots and pick up number 7 stuff and take it to the till, they will pull out like a £10 off voucher for you before you can even pay. So you never pay full price for number 7, which is why I love it so much. I went in and bought my mum this really nice face cream for Mother's Day, and it was like 27 quid. Didn't even know there was these vouchers, and I got to the till, she pulled out a £10 off voucher. I only paid 17. I was like, brill. What are you up to, you? Are you having a sneaky whiskey? That's fine, Bernie, that's fine. I walked out of flesh garden. Oh. I haven't seen Flesh Gordon. I've seen Flash Gordon though. Okay. Right, so what I need to do, this is how you do your eyebrows apparently, according to the internet. You put this here, like so, and you draw a line, like that. And that line, which is very faint, is where your eyebrow starts. I'm going to do it over here as well. Now, somebody left a lovely comment to say that I had a massive space in between my eyebrows, which I kind of have on here, but it's okay. It's okay. There's worse things in the world than dodgy eyebrows. And then very, very lightly, I just kind of fill them in, feather them in a little bit. Flash Gordon is the Queen's favourite film, really. I love Flash Gordon, especially the music on it. But if you have a huge nose, won't the line be wonky? I don't know. Then you've just got to guess, don't you? So like, you fill that in. I don't know if you can see that. Just done a line there. And just very gently fill it in. Just kind of thickening them out. I have no patience with my eyebrows, which is why they look terrible all the time. I don't have the patience to do them. I can't be bothered with them. We're not here because we like the sound of your eyebrows. Hey James, I've got a thick fully colour off my eyebrows. The beast in my nature. Oh, cereal before milk or milk before cereal. Cereal, because you can tell how much you're putting in. If you put the milk in, it's difficult to tell how much cereal you're putting in because the milk hides it. Okay, with this one. Just gently fill it in there. And then there we go. What did everyone have for breakfast today? I had a really healthy smoothie. I don't usually have smoothies for breakfast, but I made a super healthy smoothie. Eyebrows are my favourite part of doing my makeup. I do not have time for them. That's why I dye them. That's why I dye what hair I have, because it's like the least time I can spend on them, the better. crumpets and cheese for breakfast. I've never heard of that. Crunchy nut cornflakes, mint tea, mint choc wheat bix. I didn't even know that was a thing. I do like mint chocolate. No breakfast Lent. You're giving up a meal for Lent. I thought you were meant to give up like unhealthy things, not meals. Or is that what you do over there? Just a coffee, just a coffee. My bill's my breakfast. Salted caramel frostino from Costa. Is that a drink? Avocado toast. I like avocado toast, but I don't think I could eat it for breakfast. It would be a lunch thing. You got yourself an Easter egg. No. Poppy's got one. I don't have one though. I don't really like chocolate, to be honest, unless it's a Percy Pig one, and they cost £10, which is absolutely ridiculous. So no, I'm not too bothered though. I'm going over to my mum's on Sunday for a Sunday dinner, so she may have bought one. But I like expensive Easter eggs. Like I don't like Cadbury's. I like Ferrero Rocher and Percy Pigs and stuff, and they're not cheap. So I'm just like, nobody buy me an Easter egg. I'm fine. Or buy me like a Turkish delight or something. Fries Turkish delight, and I'll have that. Because just the Easter egg on its own, I'm not interested in just chocolate. I like chocolate around something. So a Turkish delight, or a crunchy, or like a galaxy caramel or something. Cinnamon roast bagel. Or mint, not mini, not mint. Oh, I thought you said mint chocolate. I was like, that's an interesting combo. Mini chocolate, okay. Are you going to sleep wearing makeup? Yeah, isn't that what everyone does? This is me getting ready for bed. I'm getting you ready for bed as well. So let's get those eyebrows done. Let's get the eyebrows done, eh? I said crumpet because I was calm. I said crumpet because I can't spell pikelets. I know what you mean. Pikelets, I think, is with a K. Like piglets. Aren't pikelets just skinny crumpets? I think they're like flatter crumpets, aren't they? Lent means no opulent meals of the day. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't really do Lent. I used to years ago, just to like oh, I'll cut some chocolate out or whatever, but I haven't done Lent for I don't know how long. I like milkshakes, but you can't have coffee, you know. Banana custard, Glenn. Banana custard for breakfast. I influenced you too much with my mint tea. Oh, I do. I love mint chocolate stuff. Orange chocolate and mint chocolate. Now one of my roommates is getting ready for Ramadan. He's eating almost nothing until sunset. It's not just eating, is it? When you're fasting for Ramadan, you're not even allowed to put things in your mouth. So you can't brush your teeth. You can't take tablets. If you're poorly, you're allowed to break your fast. My mother-in-law is Muslim and does Ramadan every year, and sometimes she has to break her fast if she's been not well and she has to take tablets. But you're not even allowed to drink water, which is a nightmare if it's summer, if it's hot. You have the sweetest British voice. monobrow in. Yeah, get the monobrow. Tell you what, I wish I had a monobrow. I wish I had something to actually pluck. Okay, right, we're just gonna paint them on now. Have you ever visited Colombia? No, I've not. I could never convince my American taste bud to like Turkish delight. Turkish delight, classic Turkish delight, is rose. I think there might be another one like lemon, but Turkish delight comes in all sorts of different flavours. So my last holiday was in Turkey, and we went to a market one day, and there was like every flavour Turkish delight, and I got a load of cherry flavour. Oh, it was divine. It was so nice. So yeah, it just doesn't have to be rose flavoured. That's just a classic flavour. But Turkish delight comes in all sorts of different flavours, if you can get it, that is. Been on a Would I Lie to You binge. I can't believe they're still playing Would I Lie to You. That's still on there. People still come to my channel like, hey, they make a joke about being like a judo instructor, or someone left a comment a couple of weeks ago and saying, what's she wrapping a tank? So it's so funny that people are still watching it. What are crumpets? Crumpets are... How would you describe a crumpet? From people who know what a crumpet is, how would you describe it? It's round, and it's the way it's made. It has these bubbles in it, so it has like lots of holes in it, and it's like tougher than bread. It's a lot. I'm trying to think what it's like. It's a lot tougher than bread. But I toast mine and then put butter on the butter falls in the holes. Oh, it's so nice. Crumpets, you can put anything on crumpets. You can put like Nutella. I used to love Nutella on crumpets, but one of my favourite things is cheese. Cheese on crumpets as well. Put the crumpets in the toaster, melt some cheese onto it. Like I'll get the cheese in the microwave melted, put it on the crumpet, and then put the crumpet under the grill with a little dash of Worcester sauce, and grill them till the top's all bubbly. Oh, they're so good. So good. The yawning is infectious, it always is. The dense bread. Yeah, like heavy bread. Jam or cheese. I mean, I haven't eaten Nutella in a long time, but Nutella, because it melts in the holes, oh, it's so good. I love it. It's not a Geordie accent, so there's that. It is actually a bit of a Geordie accent. So my accent is a culmination of 3 different accents, but because I've moved around the northeast, it's just kind of gone into my own accent. But my accent is made up of Geordie, Durham, which if I had to give Durham a name for the accent, it would be more Mackham. We're not Mackham, that's Sunderland, but Durham doesn't have its own little name for its accent. But I would say Durham is quite close to the Mackham accent. And then Teesside, so I've got a Borough accent as well, so it's kind of a mixture of all 3 accents. I've only ever had the Turkish delight candies, which were the rose flavoured ones. Yeah, you can get a lot. Hey, Elaine. Oh god, yeah. Oh god, we need to get you ready to go out. Edible sponge. Hey, yeah, it's an edible sponge. English muffins. No, English muffins are different. English muffins are... We don't really call them English muffins. We just... In fact, what do we call them? Because there's a muffin. You can get a blueberry muffin, can't you? From like somewhere. Everyone knows what a blueberry muffin is, or a sweet muffin. And then you have like the English muffins, but I wouldn't say an English muffin. I don't know what I would call them. I know what an English muffin is, but I don't think we really call them English muffins. But I do like an English muffin toasted. Scone versus cookie. Scone versus biscuit. Oh, it depends what scone it is. Scones are difficult to get right, you know. Where I used to work, they made these fresh cherry scones, and they would sprinkle a little bit of brown sugar on before they cooked them. Oh, they were so good. They were so the best scone I've ever had. I remember saying this is the best scone I've ever had in my life, and I like scones, but I would say biscuits, definitely. Your eyebrows look really nice. Did you do something different? I'm assuming that's a joke. It's one of the eyebrow jokes. Or are you being serious? I just slapped some pencil on my face. You sound British to me. I'm not. My accent's not British because that's 4 different countries. I'm English. I've got an English accent. Quite often though, people think I'm Irish. I get asked an awful lot if I'm Irish. Isn't it called Brummie? Brummie? Isn't what called Brummie? I hear that in several movies. You mean the Durham accent's called Brummie? Is that what you mean, Bernie? So I can identify Edinburgh, Manchester, and proper Cockney, and that's about it. Are you from the northeast? Yes. I'm from, I've lived all over. I know where Bishop Auckland is. I used to go drinking in Bishop when I was younger. But I grew up in Durham. Born in Whitley Bay, grew up in Durham, and then live in Teesside now. Oh, the English muffin sounds like how you're describing crumpets. I love a muffin with smoked bacon and brown sauce. Are we being serious? Oh, you're being serious about my eyebrows. Oh, we were just laughing. We were laughing about how much people talk about my eyebrows. How I've got skinny, tiny eyebrows, and that I hate doing them because I just can't be bothered with them. But basically, I dyed them. I dyed them darker. I just threw a load of dye on them and then I filled them in. I've just filled them in now. Yeah, so Brummie is Birmingham. And although James is from that area, James doesn't have a Brummie accent at all. I've heard James talk and it's very not Brummie. So the Brummie accent would be Peaky Blinders. If you've ever seen Peaky Blinders, that's a Brummie accent. But we don't have Durham. Durham doesn't have a name for the accent, but listening to it, it's very similar to Macam. Do English people identify as English or British as both? Well, that was on the census, wasn't it? The census that I didn't even know existed. So if you went in my Twitch stream the other day, basically we get something called a census every 10 years, which is like a survey, and you have to fill it in, and it basically gives the government an idea of how to spend money, how many people are, what age, where they live, that sort of stuff. I had absolutely no knowledge that this census even existed until 10 days after the deadline closed for it to be filled in. And I received a letter through the post to say, you haven't filled your census in. I kind of knew that there was a census and it was just a survey. So I got this letter through the post and I'm like, why is this stressing me to fill this stupid survey in? An hour later, someone knocked on my door. It was a non-compliance officer to you've not filled your census in. Turns out you have to fill the census in by law or you could be fined £1,000. And one of the questions on the census was, how do you identify British, English, Scottish, Irish, Welsh? And English, British, if someone asks me where I'm from, I'll say England, because that's the country I'm from. But yeah, I'm also a British person. And to be honest, I'm not really, not really something like British, English. I'm easy with both. I'm not fussed on either, to be honest. But it's funny you asked that. You remind me on a Black Forest Gateau. You remind me on a Black Forest Gateau. What's your favourite British food? Probably a shepherd's pie. What's a classic British food? What's our classic meals over here? I don't eat them. I like Thai food. Thai, Japanese. I'm big on those meals. Crumpets outside got lots of holes in sponge. Yeah, so that's what we have. Crumpets are like that. An English muffin, you slice it open and it's a bit more bready. That's what we do. But I didn't realise that you had to fill it out by law. Until I had someone knocking at my door and you haven't filled it out. I'm like, okay, I will, don't worry. I'm European if someone asks me. I kept wondering why I was asking where we were on the 21st of March. Yeah, it was just to get an idea of where everyone was. It's is someone in your house on the 21st of March? I'm like, well, the lockdown, so no one was. But yeah, it's a bit odd. Citizen of Earth. This year I couldn't put in that I was a Jedi. Didn't have an officer knocking on our door. Oh yeah, I did. I definitely did. Oh, Yorkshire puddings, of course. I would say Yorkshire puddings then. Yorkshire puddings are my thing. I bloody love them. Love them. Gotta be a Parmo. Oh. No, I don't understand the fascination with the Parmo. Basically, in Middlesbrough, I used to live in Middlesbrough. There was a dish called the Parmesan. It's basically chicken, like scallop chicken, breaded, deep fried, covered in bechamel white sauce, then cheese and grilled. It's an artery clogger. I can't eat it because I'm lactose intolerant. I have eaten it before, but it's nice when you're drunk. But a lot of things are nice when you're drunk. But it's just a bit greasy and fatty for me. I'm not a massive fan of like deep fat fried food. So yeah, I'm not really a fan of the palm oil. I hope this question isn't too personal, but are you still with your partner? You mean the tea fairy? Am I still with the tea fairy? I certainly hope so, because if I'm not, there's a stranger in my bed. Yorkshire buns left over for dinner, slap some jam on them. My friend worked as a census tax last year and he had to visit people who didn't respond legally. He got all sorts of harassment. I didn't even when they came, I was like, because I did it through the doorbell and I'm like, why is she like, you haven't filled it? I'm like, it's a stupid survey, what's the deal? But yeah, turns out it's a big deal. So I am putting some mascara on. It's kind of dried out because I've had it out of the thing for ages now. Yeah, the questions were insane. All they were sort of asking was what we had for dinner. What did you have for breakfast? How many times do you go to the toilet? Palmer was on a TV show this morning. It's a big thing over here. Like, it's a big thing in Borough. People love the Palmer. It's like a local delicacy. I have had it many times, but as my lactose intolerance has got worse, I can't have it anymore unless I make it myself. Plus I prefer not to deep fat fry it. I prefer like just to get breaded chicken already made and then put the stuff on. Do you like black pudding? No, I only tried black pudding last year. And Christian loves black pudding. So when he had it, I was like, oh, I'll try it. I tried it and it wasn't for me. It's like crap sausage. That's what it's like. It's like weird bland sausage. I didn't really like it. Kebab snack packs. Hello everyone who's just joined. What type of ASMR videos do you enjoy doing the most? Trying to think. Definitely role plays. I like a role play. None of my videos are ever scripted. They're all just made up on the spot because that's what I find easiest. Some people like to script their videos because that's what they find easier. But I don't like learning a script of my video. So quite often when I'll start a video, I'll just walk in completely blind, no idea what I'm doing, and just make it all up. And that's the type I prefer. Hey Rafino, welcome. Greek moussaka is very nice. I'm not the biggest fan of Greek food. I've tried it a couple of times, but unfortunately, I don't like lamb. I don't like feta cheese. I don't like aubergine. And it's the same with Indian cuisine. I don't like cardamom and I don't really like turmeric. So there's a lot of that in the type of cuisine. So I have tried it a couple of times. I'm trying to think. Thai food is the stuff I love the most. Thai, Chinese, Japanese. Not even that big on British cuisine, to be honest. bread and butter pudding. I've never really had it. I probably have, but is that the same as spotted dick? People who don't know what spotted dick is will be like, oh, what? Is bread and butter pudding spotted dick, or is that a totally different thing? What is your natural hair colour? Not this. My hair is mousy brown, a really boring mousy brown. But when I shine a light on it, I do have very warm lights, so my hair looks redder because I've got the warm lights on. If I go in the sun, it looks like this as well. So when I've got a warm light on it, it has a really lovely warm tone to it. But no, it's very... I do dye it as well. It's like a really boring brown colour. I prefer it a little bit more redder. We'll get a bit of mascara on you. I like fish pie, actually. I do like a fish pie. Did you say crab and bland in the same sentence? No, crap. Crap. C-R-A-B. Not crab. Crap. Is when I was talking about black pudding or blood pudding. I found it a bit bland. I didn't really like it. I prefer sausages, like really nice herby sausages, but I didn't think much of black pudding. I'm quite a fussy eater, actually. I miss the repair witch. I'd have to bring her back one day. Indian and Greek are my two favourite styles of food. Well, I'm leaving it all for you. Yeah, I'm just not into... You can't help what you don't like, can you? But many a time I've gone to like Indian restaurants with friends and family, and I'm just left there not being able to eat anything because I'm just like, I don't like anything on the menu. And at first people were like, oh, just have a korma, you know, it's not spicy. And I'm like, it's not the spice that I don't like. I like hot spicy food. I love a good hot Thai green curry. It's the taste, it's the flavour. So quite often if I went to an Indian restaurant, I would end up with a naan bread and I would just eat a naan bread and that'd be it, because that's the only thing I liked. I'm not a big fan of lamb though, really not. Poppy is though, she likes it. You like cheeseless pizza? Yeah, cheeseless pizza. Any new socks? No. Oh, I do actually, but they're in the bedroom and Christian's asleep. I got some My Little Pony socks. Hey Alan. Can't beat a whelk. Dave in UK, you would get on with Glenn. Glenn has been posting on his get the mascara on you. Glenn's been posting on his Instagram eating cockles. Cockles out of a jar. You can just smell them. You can smell the cockles. Nope. Nope. Cockles and whelks. It's not something I like. Hey, go get the makeup on you. They're definitely and my somebody I know eats roll mops, which I'm not sure what's in a roll mop, but it's like a fish that's been rolled up with something in it, and then like I think it's held in place as like a cocktail cocktail sticker. God, I just can't. So you're saying we're having none of that? Octopus in ouzo at a Greek beach tavern is pretty amazing. I've had squid. I've had dried squid before. That's actually really nice. I had it as a kid at school. I remember taking a packet of dried squid in with me and walking around the playground eating this dried squid. Oh my god, I was such a weird child. Like, what are you eating? Can I have some? Yeah, it's squid. Do you want some? No. So I do like dried squid, or I did. I don't know what cockles are, and I don't want to. They look disgusting as well. They're definitely oh no, they're horrible. They're like just a sea crustacean-y type food. They're disgusting. Roll mops or herring. Yeah, they're just, I'm not big on things from the sea. I do like fish. I like a nice fish pie. I'll eat salmon and most fish, but when it comes to like shellfish, really not into shellfish, which I think is one of the reasons I struggled with my B12. So I'm low on vitamin B12, and I have to take these. I have to take 2 of these a day. They're just vitamin B12 tablets. I would have loved to be able to fix my B12 deficiency naturally through diet, but I can't, because B12 comes from dairy, which I'm lactose intolerant, so I don't eat a lot of, and like shellfish and stuff, which I also don't like, so I've had to take tablets, unfortunately. Just get this on. Beautiful, beautiful. Dried squid is good, healthy source of protein. Oh, it explains so much about you that you walked onto a playground as a child with a packet of dried squid. You know, didn't really care. I was like, hey, I like my dried squid. I didn't really care at school. I was the weird kid, and I was totally cool with being the weird kid. Oh, I didn't put any on my bottom lashes. Oh well, that's fine. The smell of crab. I actually like crab sticks. They're not even crab though, are they? They're just like crab flavoured weird sticks. Hey Barbie. Do you have pernicious anemia? I don't. I came very close to being anemic. Maybe I was anemic 2 weeks ago. I was very poorly 2 weeks ago. And I went out to Aldi and I had to buy like steak, just kale, spinach and steak, and I was eating steak like twice a week in a desperate attempt to get my iron levels up. I didn't want to take tablets, so I'm not a big steak eater either. I like a nice steak, but yeah, I had to eat steak. But my iron levels seem to be much better. I'm feeling a lot more energetic. But no, I don't have pernicious anemia. Oh, hey Greg. I never put mascara on my bottom lashes. I'm too sweaty and I end up looking at cut circles. I just forgot. Usually I do. I put a little bit on, but I forgot. I don't even know how to Caparulo. I had a nickname for my best friend when I was younger. We had there was a toy called a Speak and Spell, and it was this big toy where you could type words in and it would basically speak things, and it would ask you to spell words, and it was like a teaching toy, but you could put names in, and then there was like a code, and it would give you a code name, and mine and my friends' names, and I still remember to this day, my name was Difo. That was my nickname from this Speak and Spell, and hers was Yaboo. So we used to write like Difo and Yaboo were here. Oh, good times, man. Good times when you were a kid. Not a care in the world. Didn't have to think about anything. Didn't have to think about paying your mortgage or your bills. Didn't have to think about what you're going to make for dinner. Like, the only thing I had to worry about when I was little, when I was younger, was I going to get 10 extra minutes to play out when my mum called me in. Oh, good times. How were you measuring the low iron? Just based on how you feel? Yeah, I'd already had a blood test a previous week, a week earlier, for my B12 and my thyroxine, and it was just, I knew, because I was bleeding a lot, I knew that I was losing iron, and I felt dreadful, and I looked up the symptoms of like anemia and low iron, and I could pretty much tick every single thing off. I was like, yep, got that, yeah, got that, and I was so tired, like so unbelievably exhausted. As soon as I started having the iron, I was fine, so I know it was that. I think I'm low iron or B12, maybe both, because I'm tired all the time. But I faint a blood test, really? Oh, that's rubbish. I'm actually fine with blood tests. I'd rather have a blood test than a COVID test. I've got my COVID test in 2 weeks. Not looking forward to it. I've bought an anaesthetic spray, an anaesthetic throat spray to calm my nerves about this. And I know everyone's like, it's fine, it's fine. I'm like, my emetophobia is kind of resurfacing a little bit, and making this test a little bit worse than what it should be for other people. No sense work is bothering you. How do you feel about socks and sandals? I don't really feel anything. If someone wants to shove some socks on with sandals, go for it. I'm not opposed or for it. I don't do it personally, but I'm cool if others want to do it. I had 2 COVID tests, I'll be honest. They're horrible. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for that. That's really helped. It's really James. So pleased you shared that with me. I know it's not pleasant. I've seen videos of people getting them. Christian had one. I know what I'm in for. What's a phobia? A metaphobia. A metaphobia is a phobia of vomiting. And I've got quite a sensitive gag reflex. And when I say I have a sensitive gag reflex, thinking about getting a COVID test makes me retch. It doesn't even have to be a swab in my throat. Even thinking about it makes me feel sick. I don't know with the lateral flow test. I don't know if you can just ask for the nose one. I'll find out when I get there. But I've got my throat spray, which I will be heavily spraying into my mouth when I get there. Oh, thank you for being here, Sassy. Thank you. I have metaphobia, and the COVID test was fine. If it's a routine test, they might let you do it yourself. I think it's a lateral flow test. The girl on the phone was she didn't really want to answer my questions. Basically, I'm getting a really quick procedure in hospital next month. It's not now big, well, this month, but I have to have a little local anaesthetic in the area. Because I'm getting any anaesthetic, I need to have a COVID test. But I was actually on Mumsnet chatting about it. But yeah, apparently a metaphobia and COVID tests are two things that people are worried about. Yeah, loads of people have said it's unpleasant. It's not nice, it's unpleasant, but it's not what you'll build it up to be. I remember when I had to have my cystoscopy last year, and basically a cystoscopy is a camera in your bladder. And I remember worrying about this, sleepless nights. My God, it was nothing. No pain at all. And I remember right, I'm going to put the gel on, and I went, oh, is it a numbing gel? How long does it take to numb? And he was like, well, it's more of a lubricant. And I was thinking, oh my God, I don't get numbed up. And before I knew it, the camera was in, and I was like, it's in. Okay, that's it. And I lost sleep about that, and I was like, oh, it's totally fine. No pain at all. It's completely fine. And the COVID test nasty once, but I thought it would be. I mean, it wasn't pleasant. Yeah, I'm expecting it to be unpleasant. It's just because of my old phobia. My old phobia, as phobias do, making things worse. But I'm armed with my spray. And I think if I tell a nurse, there's no way I'm going to be able to put this down my own throat. No way. I will close my eyes, I will open my mouth, and you can swab my throat, because I'm not going to be able to do it. And I won't feel it because I'll be sprayed up, so it'll be fine. And then it's got to go up my nose, which isn't going to be pleasant, but hey, there's people taking them many, many times more than me. Well, it's got to go up my nose as well. It's not an antiseptic spray, so it's not antiseptic, so it's not killing anything. It's an anesthetic, so it just numbs my throat. It doesn't kill any bacteria. Dramamine, the day of the test, it's for motion sickness, but it's help with my sensitive gag reflex. Oh, I didn't think of that. Hey, I never thought of that. I do suffer from quite bad motion sickness, actually. Good plan. all these things could just be placebos, but you know what? If they work, then take them. I always say, if it works, it's not stupid. If it's a placebo and it works for you, it's not daft. I had a C-section and didn't even need to get a COVID test, really. I had a COVID test and they had to amputate both my legs and one arm. Yesterday I'm more scared. Did you have phobia start in a helicopter ride? Yes, it did. My friend threw up in a helicopter. And my holiday to Vegas was where my phobia all started. And funnily enough, yesterday I was looking at getting therapy. I've heard of BetterHelp because I don't think I'm going to get referred by the doctors, but I'm looking at, I don't know how I would go about getting this myself, but I'm looking at getting therapy to help deal with my claustrophobia and cleithrophobia, which are two very similar phobias. Usually one gets mistaken for the other, and I was thinking of maybe BetterHelp. I've not really had much dealings with them. Doing it yourself is much better in my experience. I'll try it. Drag Race is on tonight. Oh, enjoy, Jordan, enjoy. Last time I watched Yes, I remember you saying Amy. What audio interface? It is a Behringer, and it's one of the X series. I can't see the numbers because it's too dark, but it's a Behringer X series. That's it there. So I've got 4 microphones. 1, 2, 3, 4, because there's 2 in this one. She's 4 months old now and I'm 10 weeks pregnant again. Amy! I take it you like babies. Or maybe you just like making babies. Can't say enough about therapy at all. Consent has helped me so much. This might be a daft question. How do you get therapy without being referred from the NHS? So I've had cognitive behavioural therapy and I was referred by the doctors. It was for my emetophobia. It had got completely out of hand. I stopped eating. It was horrendous. I went to a GP, I broke down crying. He just sat there and stared at me and I was like, can I have a tissue? And he referred me to, I don't even think they exist anymore. It was like a talking therapy where I lived. But how do you kind of just go about getting your own therapy? Do you just Google local therapists? Like, I'm just after some cognitive behavioural therapy for my claustrophobia, because I had an MRI scan like last year. It was November 2019. I had an MRI, and let's just say if I had to go into the MRI machine head first, I wouldn't have had the scan. I went in feet first. I was getting my pelvis scanned, so I kind of had to half be in there, but yeah, I did not like the MRI machine. I have very severe, I'd say my cleithrophobia is worse than my claustrophobia. And what cleithrophobia is it's a phobia of being restrained or trapped. So it's not necessarily to do with a small space. You can be trapped in a massive bedroom and that's what the phobia is, but mine is to do with being physically restrained. So you know when you were young and there was like a pile on and everyone was like, yeah, pile on and the dive on. No, 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 no. I am not being part of that. The thought, even the thought of putting on, you know, like those magicians' jackets where it's a straight jacket and they put the arms and tie the arms behind them. Even the thought of that makes me start to hyperventilate. Because it's that bad. My claustrophobia comes from my brother locking me in a toy box when I was little. He used to do it all the time. But I'm not sure where my claustrophobia comes from. But that's actually more severe than my claustrophobia. Like I don't like being hugged too tight because I'm like, whoa, I've got to stretch my arms, I've got to be able to move my arms out. It's a really weird thing. But I just think if, God forbid, I ever had to go into another MRI machine head first, I wouldn't physically be able to go in. There is no way I'd be able to do it. And I just think I dealt with my arachnophobia myself. I had really bad arachnophobia and I did that myself. My emetophobia I did with a therapist. But how do I begin to tackle my claustrophobia? Spiders, I started dealing with them. I would hold little spiders and that was fine, but how do I deal with like claustrophobia? You don't look like you've aged one bit from when I first started watching your videos. Thanks, Mark, I have. I've aged 8 years. But thank you. That's my tummy. You can self-refer to talking therapy online through the NHS website. Can you? Let me just mark this down. I did not know that. I did not know that. Just going to make notes on this. On a piece of paper somewhere. Nope. Everything's under something, so I'm going to mark down on my mobile this. Notes. Make a new note. Therapy. So you can self-refer. Talking. Self-refer. Still can't type. Self-refer. Refer Charlotte. Talking. Therapy. Jesus, I cannot type. On NHS website. One more minute, just can also get seen. Alright, okay. So you actually ring NHS Direct and they can refer you. I rang up the CBT people and they asked a few questions. When you say you rang up the CBT people, who do you mean, Michael? Who do you mean by who are the CBT people? Is it like a standard number? Made me an appointment, was referred. Alright, so you were referred by your GP. Okay. I'll get the blue balls out in a second. They're just under my hoodie. Hold on, you weren't referred by your GP. Okay, so who are the CBT people? I have a good coping mechanism for my claustrophobia. I'll let you know. Yes, send me a voice message, Glenn. I'm really interested in getting this under wraps because I just think with my health problems at the minute, I'm going to be getting a lot of scans and things, so I would like to be able to not lose sleep over the thought of having to get an MRI, especially when it's just an MRI, it's just lying there, but the thought of it terrifies me. happened to me. I was in a bouncy castle. I was about 11-year-old, and the thing, it wasn't like an organised event. It was a bouncy castle in someone's back garden, and it was an enclosed, like it was a full house bouncy castle, and the door was like a little flappy door, so there was only a tiny door to get out of it, and makes me a bit breathless thinking about it. And it detached and it started going down while I was in it, and I remember my friend who was like 4 years younger, she was 7, and I would just remember like grabbing her and like just pure panic running for this door in the bouncy castle, which, as you know, is not easy to get out of a deflating bouncy castle. My arachnophobia is the worst. Hey Tom, can't be the same room as one even. A web makes me uneasy. I had a really bad arachnophobia. I don't know where it came from. I was always scared of spiders from being very little, and I just remember it got a hold of me and I was like, I can't deal with this. So the teeniest, I used to start by looking at pictures on the internet. So I would look at small spiders on the internet and I got comfortable with that. And then like little money spiders, I was okay. And I just started, when there was a spider in the house, I'd be like, right, I'm going to deal with this. And I would get a glass and a piece of paper, and I used to just like talk myself through it, to the point now that it's called a cellar spider, and they're the big ones, but they're like bits of thread. So they've got a tiny little body though, not the big fat body. It's not like I can't remember what they're called, but there's ones with fat bodies and long gangly legs, and there's one with super skinny bodies and long gangly legs, and they're big. They're called cellar spiders, and they're like bits of thread. I can now get one of those in my hand and put it out the window. Now I'm not going to touch the ones that live in my garage because they're monsters, and I think it's natural to be wary of a spider that big, but I'm pretty good with dealing with them now. It took a long time, it took a lot of years, but I think the very first time I dealt with one, there was a spider. I think my mum put it in a glass. She put the plug in the sink, didn't put any water in, put the spider in the sink, and then told me to put my hand in the sink. And she went, just keep your hand in the sink. And it like touched my hand, and that's how I started that. That's how I started getting used to spiders. My GP gave me places to look up. I'll send you some links on Instagram. Oh, thank you, that'd be brilliant. It was talking therapies, it wasn't fed. Also, the thing is called Talking Therapies. Is that the name of like the company or something? Talking Therapies. I'll DM you the number. Thank you. I need to get this on hand. Having a therapist during times of medical duress is such a good idea. I went through a phase last year of having really bad health anxiety. Even though I'm ill now, I don't seem to have it, but I did have it last year. But I seem to be kind of dealing with it a little bit better this year. How did that work with the spiders in Barbados? I didn't see any. Didn't actually see any. Snails and moths. There was a moth about that big, but I'm not scared of moths. I'm fine with them. Obviously don't want them like flying in my face. But there was this huge moth and I picked it up and had it in my hand because it was like so cool looking. It's actually on my Instagram. This moth, it was like the size of my thumb. But the moths and the snails over there were massive. Fortunately, I didn't see any spiders. Can everyone still hear me? That wasn't loud for you guys, was it? That wasn't loud for you. It wasn't Poppy. It wasn't Poppy, it was my OBS. My OBS disconnected and it sent me the loudest noise ever. Like it was so loud, and obviously I shit myself. It wasn't Poppy though, she's fast asleep. But then it reconnected, which I thought that's why the stream ended. I thought the stream had ended. I have spiders as pets. I can't have fur or feathers. Spiders love coming up through the drains. Oh, I don't mind them. They keep rid of the... I actually don't mind spiders in the house because they get rid of the flies. I'd rather have spiders than flies in my house. Hey Manuel. I used to be fine with them, but now you can't. That's really weird. That's so strange, Tom. Maybe just start to look at them, because if you don't get it under control, it gets worse. I've had spiders in my bed before though. I've had spiders in my bed, spiders on my pillow. I had one on my face actually. It was only a tiny one, so it didn't bother me. But I remember being like, oh, what was that? And I kind of laid up from the bed. I saw the spider on the pillow. What's my favourite animal? My dog. My dog's my favourite animal. Holding a moth. Moths have never bothered me. They're just like brown butterflies. I think they're quite cute. Wasn't loud. Good, as long as it wasn't loud for you. We've got to figure out your sound levels one of these days. My notifications are just ridiculously loud for some reason. We'll figure it out one day. Just talking about spiders gives me the chills. Isn't it strange how people are scared of them? One thing I refuse to look at is those camel spiders. You know, the massive ones that like you see in desert camps and stuff. Nuh-uh. No, thank you. I don't want to be looking at those. Or wolf spiders. Even though they're really docile and they're harmless. No, thank you. But what I'm fine with is crab spiders. Spider crabs. They're not, because they're not from the spider family. Like, doesn't bother me. A spider in your mouth. Oh yeah, I've had a spider in my mouth before as well. When I was 17, 18, and before my mum got her bathroom renovated, there was carpet on the floor in my mum's house. So in the bathroom, I'd put my towel on the floor, have a bath, and then I had to use my towel anyway. I picked my towel up as I was like standing about the bath. I picked my towel up and I put it in between my teeth to squeegee my hair out, to then wrap my hair in said towel. So as I was squeegeeing my hair out, if you imagine I've got this towel in my mouth and it's like coming down here, I see the spider running up the towel towards my face. I open my mouth to drop the towel, but then the spider runs into my mouth. And I remember just being like, spitting everywhere. And I spat it out and it like flew, it wasn't a big bathroom, flew across the room, scurried under the bathroom door out into the hallway, and I remember just standing brushing my teeth for ages. So yeah, I had a spider in my mouth. It was disgusting. I had an experience of hiding from a spider in school. I was a ceiling for weeks and deliberately hid under the table to avoid it if I fell down. I got told off for sitting under a table, and that's the day it fell on me, and I think it triggered my fear. Yeah, that's definitely it then. Yeah, they're not nice when they fall on you or jump on you. Have you had your jab? No, I've not. I think I have a low-level phobia of ticks. I get truly obsessed about checking for them after hikes and stuff. Yeah, but the ticks aren't great, are they? If you can get, if they're bad ones. So there's no harm in checking for them. Those camel spiders are really, they're awful. Oh, gives me the shivers just thinking about them. Oh, yuck. It's giving me the heebie-jeebies. No, thank you. I will not be clicking that link, Bernie. Not phobic of spiders anymore, but they're just too big. Sometimes when things just get too big, I don't want to see them. Ugh. The spider was probably terrified of you. Oh, absolutely. But I found if you give a funny name and a silly voice to them, then it humanises them, it makes them less scary. So if I find a big, like let's say in, September when the big spiders start to come in the house, if I manage to get one before Poppy does, Poppy is fantastic at killing spiders, she likes to kill all insects. If I manage to get to the spider before she does, like under a glass, I'll give it like a name and like a little story, like, it's out doing the shopping because the wife's at home with the kids, and it's got a little voice and stuff, and I find that makes it less scary. But all these techniques that I've used for spiders, I don't know how to use on my claustrophobia. I have no idea how to do that. Grasshoppers are my worst nightmare. Oh, really? I think they're quite cute. Crickets I like as well. We're going to have some bloops now. Some bloopy bloops. Although there is a spider that keeps coming back to the same spot in my house. I just leave it, but it's there every year. Picture with Tom and Kane dancing and singing. Would it depend on the spider's size? I'm guessing maybe it's this, because sometimes the bigger they are, the longer they live. Oh, I was a bit high pitched there. Have a nice sleep, Laura. tried to say these ones didn't survive. Like, I did not allow the mummy spider and her 1,000 babies live under my stairs. I had to get rid of them. Usually I don't, I like to let them out. Try calling an MRI scanner tubey tunnel monster. Monster. Tubey tunnel. No, tunnel makes it even worse. I don't like tunnels. The cozy something. I have to make it sound nice. Believe it or not, my first ASMR video to watch was yours. Which one did you watch? One single spider's cute, a whole bunch of them, yeah. The babies? No, not so much. Getting itchy just thinking about it. The babies ones are cute. I'll show you this. It's my niece's birthday on Sunday. Real good at ASMR, aren't I? So these are what I've got to understand the echo of that. I've got some more things coming in Amazon as well. Is he asleep? Yeah. He was going to go downstairs and watch TV because he was knackered. He's like, it's Easter though, I want to stay awake and make the most of it. I was like, but you're tired. Why stay awake when you're tired? Go to bed, have a nice sleep, and then wake up refreshed tomorrow. So I said, go to bed and watch it, and then you're in bed. If you fall asleep, you don't have to get up and do your teeth because you're in bed. So he listened to me. So Poppy is in bed with him. We don't sleep with Poppy. Poppy has her own bed downstairs. But what we do is, when one of us goes to bed early, we put a blanket on the bed and Poppy is allowed to join us on the blanket, and then when the second person comes to bed, they take her down. Usually, like, I'll put her out for a wee as well. I'll go out with her for a quick wee to make sure she has a wee and then pop her in bed. But yeah, so he's in bed now with Poppy. Fast asleep probably. Cozy little burrito hole. Yeah, kind of cozy little burrito hole. Hey Sam. Okay, so this is one of the things I've got. The little dress from Marks and Spencer's. Now this is a 6 to 7. She's 4. Both my nieces are like 2 years above their size. They're really tall. So I got her a little dress. I like the Marks and Spencer's stuff. I'm a big Marks and Spencer's fan actually. Big fan of their stuff. If Marks and Spencer's ever went under, I would need to take a day off to get over it. Then I have got this bag. Contains magic, so it's a little pencil case. how tall are you? I'm 5'9". Just short of 5'9". I'm something like 5'8¾". So for ease, I just said 5'9". They can stay up as late as I don't. Yeah, so Poppy stays up late. Poppy doesn't get up till 10 o'clock in the morning. I train her well, so she'll sleep until 10. So, yeah, a little bit. And I'm going to fill this. I've bought some puffy stickers. Puffy stickers are like the stickers with a tiny little bit of foam in. So I bought some puffy stickers, like 600 of them. Parents are going to love me, but that's the whole reason I buy this stuff. I bought them, I think I bought my nieces like some musical instruments one year. I don't think they even got them opened. And then I bought her some little, I know it says work harder, play harder, and she's 4, but really they're Sleeping Beauty and Cinderella books, just like little jot pads. She can stick things on and colour things in. But these are probably designed for adults. But it's got Cinderella on. So yeah, that's what I've got her, and then some other bits from Amazon. 5'10", a tall girl gang. Do you have trouble fitting into any clothes because of your height? I'm very unfortunate that my height is in an awkward way. So I'm not proportionately 5'9". I have regular size legs. So when I get jeans or trousers, I have to get a regular. All of my height is in my torso. So any items of clothing that starts from my shoulders and ends at my crotch, I can't wear it because it doesn't fit me. So when I say my shoulders to my crotch, I basically mean a swimming costume. Perfect example. I can't wear swimming costumes because they just don't fit. 1 second. I thought that was her, but it's not. So yeah, I've got a really long midriff. Not midriff, like torso. So all of my height is in my top half. And it just makes like jumpsuits, onesies, little teddy suits are they called? Swimming costumes. Can't wear them because they don't fit. Drives me nuts. So I've not had a swimming costume, a one-piece swimming costume since I was like 10-year-old, 11-year-old. When I hit puberty, everything went wrong and I can't wear swimming cozies now. My dogs are the same, they put themselves to bed at 10 and lay until 10. Oh, she won't put herself to bed, she'll stay on our bed until I go in and kick her off. Well, I say kick her off. I'll go in and I'll say it's time for bed now, and she rolls over on her back. She does this every time. She rolls over on her back and requires picking up. Like she won't get up and walk downstairs. She's like, if I'm gonna go to bed, you're gonna have to carry me to bed. So then we carry her down the stairs every night, even if she's in here and like one of us is like, right, time to go to bed, she rolls over on her back and is like, you're gonna have to carry me. She knows what she's doing. How old are you? I've been watching you since that video you created, Biscuits of Britain. I am 38. The big 3-8. She's not a day older than 25. Sleeves are always too short on me. Yeah, I get short sleeves as well. is real. Yes, yes. It's like, oh, it's pulling. I went to my best mate's hen do, and we all went as Beyonce, but I wore this like teddy suit. I had to get a size 16 in order to try and get the length, but it doesn't work like that because it's built with more material around rather than along, so it looked a bit weird. But yeah, the wedgie bit. Yeah, it is 1:15 in the morning now. I'm 6'4", but skinny jeans is up, but these you find clothes for a bloke. It's different for a guy. I thought you were younger for some reason. Probably because I act like a child. But no, as Glenn so wonderfully pointed out, you're 40 next year, Charlotte. Thanks, Glenn. Freaking 40. Not until the back end of the year, but still. I don't feel it. I don't feel 40. And I'm not sure what 40 is meant to feel like, but I don't even feel in my 30s. You look 34 max. It's alright, 4 years, I'll take that 4 years. I saw the episode of What I Lied to You were on. My partner won't show. Just gently elbow him. I was just doing my head in that hair. Where's my little hair clip? I had my little hair clips earlier. Look at this, man. Does anyone else have this? It doesn't grow. It's a different colour from the rest of my hair. My baby hair. Apparently baby hair was in fashion. I don't know how baby hair can be in fashion, but apparently baby hair was in fashion. I'm like, well, at least something's in fashion. What's your guilty pleasure? Love Island, Gogglebox, Towie, whatever. I don't watch TV. And when I say that, I think people think I'm joking or don't fully understand, but I don't watch television. Like, I don't know how to turn the TV on in my living room and put a show on to watch it. Christian's taught me many a time. It's not some straightforward way. We have some sort of weird stick, and you have to put the stick on something and then click on a thing, and no, I can't do it. So I don't watch TV. I have Netflix on my phone and I can watch Netflix. But we did watch Love Island. He sets it all up. But we watch Love Island, and that's my guilty pleasure. But other than Love Island, once a year, I don't watch television. And to be honest, I didn't really like, this is going to sound strange, but I didn't really like having to be dictated to when I sit down and watch a show. Like, it's like, oh, Love Island starts at 9 o'clock. I'm like, what happens if I don't want to sit down and watch Love Island at 9 o'clock? What happens if I want to sit down and watch it at this time? Because I'm so used to on-demand stuff. So I'm not really... We watched a couple of them, and yeah, but I don't watch anything else. I've never seen Towie. I've seen a few episodes of Gogglebox, you know, when they play them on Instagram. why you furloughed. Were you? Still am. I got furloughed in the middle of March, and I haven't worked since March. So I was and still am furloughed. I'm just waiting for my industry to start back up again. You would have candles with cake instead of cake with candles. Hi, Romina. Not watching TV almost cost her £3,000. Yeah, I'm assuming the census was advertised on TV, but I don't watch TV, so I never saw any adverts for it. I'd stopped reading the news last year. It was just I couldn't deal with it with COVID, so I stopped watching it. So I have no idea what is going on in the world anymore. None. Unless it's on Twitter trending. On the day I happen to go on Twitter trending, then I don't know what's happening. It's the on-demand culture, yeah. I'm very used to the on-demand stuff. My partner's watched Line of Duty. So my partner watches TV. He's very into TV. Because he watches football, live football. So he watches it 99% of the time, and then I'll join in. But he's very into Line of Duty. Any kind of police show he is into. He loves all that sort of stuff. Hey Addison, what's my favourite meal to cook? Ooh. Well, I hate cooking. So a Marks and Spencer's ready meal. I need to clarify I'm good at cooking because we all need to eat to survive, and I was like, if I'm going to survive, I want to eat nice food. Like, I don't want to eat crap, I want to eat nice healthy food. Do I enjoy cooking? Absolutely not. I get no pleasure from it at all. So my favourite meal to eat is probably like just a simple noodles, like udon noodles, or maybe like I do a salmon stir fry with crispy noodles. So I do these crispy noodles, egg noodles, and then put like a nice sauce on top, maybe a satay sauce, lime, like something with lime, coriander, peanuts, soy sauce, chili, that sort of thing. But as far as enjoying cooking, I really don't get any pleasure from it, which is a shame. I find it really tedious, but I love that summer's coming back around because I love making nice salads. And I bought some ranch dressing. Now, ranch dressing is really big in America. Probably everybody has tried ranch dressing. I hadn't even really heard of it. And I had loads of people like, Charlotte, you need ranch dressing. So I tried it. It's really nice. I do really like it. I have to go, leaving my phone on the drain to my battery. Night night, Glenn. Enjoy work. Did you always know you wanted to remain child-free? No. I always thought I wanted children. I'm quite happy to talk about it. I always thought I wanted children. I even had names for them, how many I wanted. And then my friends and family started having children. And as a result, I started looking after the children. I started babysitting. And it was through spending time with the kids on a regular basis that it dawned on me that this is not for me. Like, a lot of people just, there seems to be this unwritten rule book or this unwritten list of things that you must tick off in life. Get a job, get married, buy a house, have kids. You don't have to do any of them. I mean, you kind of need a job to survive, but you don't have to buy your own house. You don't have to get married if you don't want to. So I always just thought that that's what I was going to do. And I never really thought about whether I wanted children or not. And then, I say fortunately I learned that I didn't want them before I had them, because it wouldn't be good if I were to have them and then think, wow, I didn't want this. That would be a travesty, because then I've already brought children into the world. So yeah, I basically, it isn't as bad as it sounds, but I was just like, they're not for me. I don't dislike children, I'm really good with them. For short periods of time, but they're not something I really want in my life, and that's kind of it. These are the bloop noises. That's what it is. Let me just catch up. Favorite meal to eat? Yeah, anything Thai or Japanese noodles. Do you like football? No, I'm not into any sport. My mum loves Taskmaster. She talks about it all the time. I've heard you say you don't like cake. I don't like cake. I especially hate chocolate cake. I don't like the texture. That's pretty much the top and bottom of it. I think it's got a really dry, even if you make the most moist cake, when people are like, oh, this cake's really moist, oh, have a bit, and they'll give me a bit, and I'm like, nah, it's not for me. No, I don't like cake. Muffins, yes. Cake, no. Just not into it. Unless it's like fresh out of the oven and still steaming, I won't eat it. I don't have to check my blankets every 5 seconds. What happens if you were stir frying a bunch of spiders while taking a COVID test instead of an MRI machine? Not good. See you later, Manuel. Not into footy. Away the lads. Not into sport. Just not into sport. I wasn't brought up with it. I was brought up on a farm. I had small amounts of responsibility as a child, to take the hay down to the sheep and feed the chickens and help out around the house, help out around the farm, feed the lambs and the chicks in spring. And we didn't really have time to sit and watch sport. We had a farm to look after. So yeah, I was never brought up with sport, and as a result I'm not interested in any sport. Like any sport. Have you tried yum nuts? I've never even heard of them. What's a yum yum? Yum yum and a donut hybrid. I don't know what a yum yum is. importing things from the United States is so expensive at the moment. So expensive. Oh, rolling ball, have you had your cat yet? Has your cat made it or not? I don't think it'll be far off. My partner supports Liverpool. Liverpool Football Club he supports. So I actually know quite a few team members just because I hear him shout them at the TV. I was saying earlier I got it. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, you said you got the cat. Of course. I didn't know what it meant. I thought you meant a cat emoji. Oh, right. That makes sense. Yeah, when you said you got the cat, I thought you meant you just got the cat emoji. All right. And that when I'm not feeling well, like it'll shall pop or some pics. Oh, right. Yes. Cool. I don't know what I was thinking then. I don't know what I was reading. I'm glad that it made it to you. I'm glad that you got it and it made it safely. Laura's is here. Michael's is still here, not fully put together. I've got to get making them, man. Do you get claustrophobic when you're in the shower? I'm assuming your shower is small like mine. No, my shower's really big. My shower is... I bought a really big shower tray. So is it like... was it 800? So my shower tray is something like 800 by 1800. So my shower actually goes from one wall to the other. So if I stand at one side of my shower and put my hand out, I can't touch the end. But I wanted a really nice big shower, so I don't get claustrophobic in the shower at all. But that's because I have a big shower. But when I did my ensuite, I wanted like a hotel feel ensuite. Bloody cost hotel ensuite prices. I did not realise how much tiling costs, how much a glass shower screen cost. I was like, yeah, I'll do the bathroom for like £2,000. So when I do my main bathroom, I have to keep costs down. Sleep deprived pain, definitely thought you meant a real cat. How much of your house is left to be done? So my bathroom is left to be done. I have still the blue cornflower bathroom. I know exactly what I want apart from the wall colour. I know what I want. I want a double-ended bath. I want a tap that comes out of the floor and over with a little shower attachment. I want a nice sink on like a set of drawers. Just a toilet, and then I want my banisters ripped out and a new banister put in. It's a really old 70s banister. Like, it's not child proof or anything, it doesn't need to be, but to give you an idea what it looks like, it's just two things running down the stairs. It's not spindles. I was looking at glass, but they're really expensive and I'm not that bothered about it being glass. So yeah, bathroom is next. I just need to ring the guy and book him in. That's all I need to do. We've got the money there for it. We've saved up. I just need to ring me joiner and be like, can we have the bathroom booked in? I got a really nice big shower. Being not Twitter, becoming intelligible. Right guys, I am going to head off now. I am flipping knackered. It's 25 to 2 in the morning. 25 to 2. I need to go and put Poppy to bed. Go and take her out for a wee in the garden. Put her bed to bed and try and take my makeup off and brush my teeth really quietly. But then the ensuite thing is really loud. Like when you turn the light on in the ensuite, it's like on a string and it's so loud. They don't make them very quiet. So yeah, ow, ears are sore now. I'll do it another day because she's on my bed and Christian's asleep in the bed, so I don't want to film that. But yeah, she'll be like, "Oh mummy, carry me down." And I'm like, "I will anyway, but you've definitely got to go out for a wee." So I'm going to put her out for a wee. So thank you so much everyone for being here. I've enjoyed it. Because it's YouTube, we're not going to be raiding anyone because there's no such thing. We don't have any bits or subs on here. Well, we do have subs, but it only updates after 24 hours, which is just doesn't help me. So thank you to the 2 people who subbed while I was streaming. Oh Lord, man. So I'm going to go and put Calm, my Calm app. I like to listen to calm.com. And Tamara Levitt. If anyone has calm.com and you're subscribed, you might know who Tamara Levitt is. She does my daily meditations. So I'm going to go and do my daily... Did I say levitations there? Meditations. I think I said levitations. She does my daily meditations, so I'm going to climb into bed with Tamara Levitt and listen to my nighttime meditation. Thanks for being here. Have a lovely Easter. Have a really, really nice Easter. Leviosa. Not Leviosa. Yeah, have a nice Easter weekend. I hope the Easter Bunny brings you all of the different types of chocolate that your heart desires. I might go and just buy myself a Percy Pixie in that. You can't see it. Poppy bit me. She didn't mean to. I do a thing where I fight her. And I put my hoodie sleeves down and I go, yeah, yeah, and she bites my hand or she grabs my sleeve. Anyway, she grabbed my sleeve but she nipped my skin. Oh god, it was so sore. I was like, okay, that's enough, we're not playing now, we're not playing. Because she doesn't bite me, she just goes to grab the material but she accidentally caught my arm. Yeah. Savage. So I was like, right, let's just play with the ball now. You've hurt your mammy. Can you DM me one of your daily levitations? I can't, right, I've got to go. I've got to go and fall asleep here. Thank you so much everyone. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Take care. Have a great Easter. And I'll see you at some point in a YouTube video, I'm sure.